AnnyeongBuzz! Hey K-pop fam! Welcome back to AnnyeongBuzz, your favorite spot for the hottest and most buzzing K-pop updates. Today we're diving into some seriously exciting news, especially if you're a Blink. That's right, Blackpink is officially gearing up for a comeback. After what feels like a super long hiatus, YG Entertainment's executive producer, Yang Hyun-suk, has finally confirmed that Blackpink will be back with a new song this year. And not just that, YG is cooking up a whole buffet of content. New groups, tours, and comebacks across the board. So grab your snacks, this one's gonna be juicy. Alright, let's break this down. In a video interview released on YG's official blog on the 26th, Yang Hyun-suk said, and I quote, "Blackpink will be standing in front of fans for the first time in a long time." He didn't give a specific date, which is very typical YG behavior if we're being honest, but he did say that an announcement is coming soon. Now let's pause for a second here. Do you all remember when Blackpink last came out with something as a group? Yep, it was back in September 2022 with their second full album, Born Pink. Since then, it's been all about solo projects. We had Jisoo's elegant debut, Lisa, taking over the global stage with Money, Jennie doing fashion domination, and Rosé. Honestly, they've all been thriving individually. But the silence on group activities was getting a bit deafening, don't you think? So when Yang Hyun-suk says they'll be back and mentions a world tour kicking off on July 5th and 6th at Goyang Sports Complex, I mean, come on. If you're going on tour, you need a song to promote, right? It doesn't take a genius to figure out that a new song is probably dropping in June or early July at the latest. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm already picturing the teaser photos, the concept videos, the full circle Blackpink energy hitting us again. Let me ask you this, are you ready for OT4 Blackpink again? Or are you more into their solo stuff these days? Drop it in the comments. I want to know where the fandom stands right now. Now, here's something that really caught my attention. Yang Hyun-suk didn't just talk about Blackpink. He also hinted that YG is working on launching 2 new boy groups and 2 new girl groups. Yes, 2 of each. One of the girl groups has already locked in their lineup and is apparently made up of 4 members. According to Yang, these girls are so talented that he's already thinking about solo songs for them next year, even before they've debuted. That's some serious confidence. And you know what? This sounds very familiar. YG has a history of launching groups with that YG vibe. Strong visuals, even stronger charisma, and music that stands out. But let's be real. With the way the industry is right now, the pressure is high. Fans expect more than just music. They want full-blown personalities, variety content, fan interactions, the whole package. So I'm curious, do you guys think YG can still pull off creating the next big thing in K-pop? Especially with other companies like HYBE, JYP, and SM really pushing their rookies hard? Let me know in the comments. I think it'll be really fun to see what kind of identity these new YG groups will bring to the table. But wait, we're not done. There's more YG news. BabyMonster is set to drop a pre-release single called Hot Sauce on July 1st. Yang described it as a simple, cheerful summer song. And I love that for them. BabyMonster debuted with a pretty strong image, so seeing a more playful side sounds refreshing. After that, they've got another single planned in September and then an album in October. That's 3 releases in 4 months. That's actually ambitious by YG standards. Are they finally changing their pacing? Also, Treasure fans, I see you. You're getting a new mini album on September 1st. And not only that, they're planning a world tour starting in October. Yang Hyun-suk admitted they weren't super active last year, and it seems like they're really trying to make up for that in 2025. Good move, honestly. Treasure has potential, but they've had kind of a rocky path with inconsistent promotions. This might be their chance to shine. Let's stop here for a sec. How do y'all feel about this YG revival arc? Blackpink's comeback, BabyMonster stacking comebacks, Treasure going on tour, and new groups in the pipeline? Are you hyped, or do you feel like it's too little too late? I want to know what the real K-pop fans think, not just the press releases. Alright, stay tuned because in the next half of the video, we're going to deep dive into what kind of concept Blackpink might go for this time, and why this comeback could be a turning point, not just for them, but for YG Entertainment as a whole. So, let's talk Blackpink concept theories for this comeback. Now that we know they're releasing a new song and kicking off a tour in early July, the big question is, what kind of sound and concept are they going to hit us with this time? Their last album, Born Pink, gave us powerful, high-fashion vibes. Shut Down had that classical sample twist mixed with hip-hop. And Pink Venom was pure Blackpink energy. Fierce, catchy, and a little experimental. But it's been almost 2 years since then. 2 years is a long time in K-pop. Trends shift fast. So I'm wondering, will Blackpink stick to their signature bold style, or will they surprise us with something completely new? Personally, I'd love to see them go the R&B route, something sultry, mature, and vocally rich. Imagine Rosé and Jisoo on harmonies, Jennie dropping a slick rap verse, and Lisa showing us more of her vocal color. That would absolutely shake the internet. But, hey, that's just my dream. What about you guys? What kind of Blackpink comeback are you hoping for? Loud and powerful, soft and emotional, or maybe even a retro throwback concept? Share your dream concepts in the comments, and let's fan theorize together. And now, let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture here. YG Entertainment. This year feels like a major turning point for them. For a while, it felt like they were losing momentum. With other agencies debuting monster rookie groups and pushing non-stop content, YG was starting to feel a bit too quiet. But this sudden wave of announcements? It feels like they're trying to reclaim their spot at the top. Launching 2 new girl groups and 2 new boy groups is a bold move, but also a risky one. The K-pop scene right now is more saturated than ever. Fans are more discerning, and there's competition everywhere. A new group has to stand out right away, not just with music, but with identity. So here's my take. If YG really wants to win this new generation, they need to evolve their strategy. The days of long, mysterious trainee periods and silent treatment between comebacks, they don't work anymore. Fans want transparency. We want to see practice logs, vlogs, behind the scenes, live streams. We want to know these idols as people, not just as performers. That's why I was actually impressed when Yang Hyun-suk said they'd be showing the practice process of the new girl group this year. That's a step in the right direction. Show us the journey. Let fans feel like they're part of it from day one. That's how you build loyalty. And speaking of loyalty, Blackpink's fandom, Blinks, you all are next level. Despite the long group hiatus, they've stayed so strong, so present. And that makes me even more excited for this comeback. I really think this is going to be a major moment. Not just a musical release, but a cultural reset. A chance for Blackpink to remind everyone why they're global queens. Now real quick, let's loop back to BabyMonster and Treasure. I'm curious, do you guys think BabyMonster has what it takes to become YG's next IT group? Hot? Sauce sounds like it'll be a lighter, more fun vibe. Maybe they're testing out different styles to see what sticks. And Treasure, they have the talent, no doubt. But can they really break through to that top-tier level with this next album and tour? It's all going to come down to consistency and fan engagement. YG can't afford to drop the ball again. With the way 2025 is shaping up, this could be a make-or-break year for the company. All right, before we wrap this up, I want to turn the mic to you guys. What do you think about all of this? Are you hyped for Blackpink's comeback? What kind of concept do you want to see? Do you think YG's new groups have the potential to dominate the next gen of K-pop? Or are you still feeling cautious because of their track record? Let's light up the comments section. You guys always bring such thoughtful takes and fun theories, and I love reading every single one of them. Also, don't forget to like this video if you're excited about Blackpink's return, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we'll be covering every update leading up to their comeback and beyond. That's it for today's AnnyeongBuzz. I'll see you next time with more breaking news, fan theories, and all things K-pop. Stay buzzing, and Annyeong.